Hey everyone, today's yoga practice is all about balance. Not balance in a work-life kind of balance, but a real physical sense of balance. So as we move through this practice, we're going to be using certain muscle actions so that we can feel sturdier and more graceful as we move. Not just on the mat, but in all of our other activities. So when you're ready, roll out your mat and let's get started. So let's get started seated. So you can sit on a blanket or a pillow if you have one and it feels more comfortable. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. So Baddha Konasana here. Knees are just going to fall out as they will to the degree that's comfortable in your hips and your inner thighs right now. So if your knees are more up or more down, doesn't really matter. Heels can come close to the pelvis or they can move forward just to give yourself some more space here. I want you to just wrap your hands around your ankles. This would just help you to sit up tall a bit. Close your eyes. Just take 2 breaths here. So just welcoming yourself to your mat, to your practice, to this balance flow class. And then when you're ready, blink your eyes open. So I want you to start to press the soles of your feet together. You might feel your inner thighs start to turn on. And even if your knees don't move downwards, I want you to bring your hands to your outer hips, so the sides of your glutes, and feel like you're trying to move your knees down. And when you do that, even if your knees don't move, you might feel that muscle underneath your hands, under your fingers, your glute medius. You might feel that firm up and turn on in order to take over that action, to make that action of the knees pulling down. So even if they don't move, just feel like you're pressing the feet together and pulling the knees down. Take one more breath here. Legs are strong. Awesome. And then relax those muscles. Bring your knees towards each other and let's roll on over to tabletop position, all fours here. We won't be here for long, but if you want a blanket to slide under your knees for cushion, by all means go ahead and bring that there. Spread your fingers out wide and make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders, hips are right over your knees here. And let's just take 3 cat-cows here just to warm up the spine. So take an inhale, dip the belly down, pull the chest forward. And exhale, do the opposite. Press your palms down, round in. 2 more. Inhale, shoulder blades down the back, lift the chest. Exhale, round in, belly to spine. Last one. Inhale, belly dips, chest forward. And exhale. Now I want you to come into a neutral spine, so that in-between phase between dipping the belly and rounding in. So I want you to almost feel like your back is kind of like a dinner table, but you still have the natural curves of your spine here. And when you're here, I want you to feel your ribs in your belly hug in towards each other and puff up towards your low back so that you feel your low belly get really, really firm. Okay, draw your shoulder blades down your back so your neck has a lot of space here. And then start to shift your weight into your left hand, and without changing anything in your torso, see if you can reach your right arm forward. Maybe up alongside your ear. So notice if the right side of your body starts to dip down, hug your belly in, pull your right shoulder blade back, take one more big breath. And bring your right hand down. Awesome. Don't move your body at all and slowly reach your left arm forward. Feel your core work. Don't let the left side of your body dip. Pick it back up. Feel your belly firm in. One more big breath. Here we go. Lower the left hand down. Tuck your toes back behind you. Lift up your knees and just walk your feet to your hands at the very top of your mat. Bend your knees as you need to. Forward fold here. Let the head hang. And then here we go. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. Reach forward and up all the way. Lengthen up. Exhale, just drop your arms down. All right, my friends, separate your feet hip width distance apart here. Take a peek at your toes and make sure they're pointing forward. Then I want you to feel like your shins are pressing out and your inner thighs are wrapping in. And when you do that, you might feel some action, some power turn on in your glute medius. Okay, keep your hands at your hips, sit your butt back, lean your chest forward, and then bend your knees into chair pose. Okay, so even here, feel like your feet are pulling apart, like you're trying to rip your mat in half. Not just your feet, but feel that travel up your legs and really feel that energy in your outer hips. Those are your balancing muscles. Breathe, take one more breath here. Okay, so we're gonna keep that action. I'm just gonna turn so you can see my side profile. Okay, so stay in your chair, keep pulling your feet apart. Don't change that action in your left leg. Start to lean over towards the left side. And we're gonna either swoop the right foot back, so a big step, or we're gonna slide it back without changing the left leg at all. The right ball of your foot steps all the way back into crescent pose, maybe a little bend in your right knee. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, maybe lift the chest. Then exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step forward and fold. Good, my friends. Sway the hips side to side. Release the head. So keep your right foot where it is. Step your left foot back and out to the side to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. And then bend your right knee and walk your hands over towards the right. And just notice any sensation, any relief in your left outer hip here. Take one more breath. And then slowly crawl your hands back to center. Uncross your feet. Forward fold. Take a big inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reach up. Exhale, just drop the hands. Awesome. Other side, bring your hands to your hips. Feel your shins pull apart, inner thighs wrap in. Sit your butt back, chest forward, bend your knees, chair pose. So we're maintaining that action in the hips, okay? Keep your right leg as it is. Start to shift your weight into your right foot, and then you slowly step your left foot all the way back, or maybe a couple of steps back. Crescent pose, ball of your left foot comes down. Maybe a bend in your back knee. Sweep your arms forward and up, take a big inhale, expand. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step it forward and fold. Awesome, sway the hips side to side, let the head hang. Awesome. Then go ahead and keep your left foot where it is. Step your right foot back and to the pinky toe edge of your left leg. Bend into your left knee and crawl your hands over towards the left. Maybe any sensation, any relief in your right outer hip, the right glute medius. Take one more breath. Crawl your hands back to center. Untwist the legs, fold in. Take an inhale, sweep the arms out and all the way up to stand. Reach up. And exhale, just bring your hands right in front of your sternum bone. Close your eyes. Take one big breath here. Fill up. And exhale. Awesome. Blink your eyes open when you are ready. Good. So let's bring this into tree pose. Okay, so start to shift your weight into your right foot. I want you to pay attention to your right outer hip. Okay, a lot of the times in balancing pose, it gets sassy and pops out. Let it hug in, like you're sucking your right thigh up into your pelvis the whole time. Hands at hips, climb onto the ball of your left foot. And without changing your pelvis, just turn your left knee out to the side. Okay, make sure your right hip doesn't pop out when you do that, and make sure your pelvis doesn't travel with you. So just turn the left knee. That's your glute medius doing that work too. And then find your tree pose. You can stay here, or left foot comes to your right ankle, the calf, or maybe you reach down and grab your left foot, bring it to your right inner thigh. It doesn't matter where the foot goes. Just want you to focus on feeling your right leg hugging. Like your right inner thigh and your right outer hip are moving over towards the left, and your left knee is moving back towards the wall behind you, even if the knee doesn't move, just like in beginning of class. Take one more big breath here. Feel your right thigh suck up into the pelvis. Awesome. Slowly release your left leg. Wiggle your hips side to side if you need some relief. And let's bring it straight into the other side. So plant your left foot down. Feel like you're sucking your left thigh up into the pelvis. Ball of the right foot. Turn your right knee out to the right. You might feel that muscle action underneath your right hand. Tree pose. Right foot to left ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Good. Left outer hip hugs in. Left inner thigh hugs in. And right knee moves back. Maybe it doesn't move, but you feel that action like you're trying to press it towards the wall behind you. But then let the shoulders relax down. Suck the left thigh up into the pelvis. Take one more big breath. And then gently release the right leg. Sway the hips side to side. Give any relief to your outer hip muscles. All right, my friends, so bringing it all together here. Step to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance apart here. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. So bring it all together here. Feel your feet pull apart like you're ripping your mat in half. Belly firm in. Start to shift your weight over to your left foot. Start to bend your knee just a little bit so your right foot floats off the mat. Good, and here we go, hinging at the hips. As you bring your right foot back behind you, lean your chest forward the same amount. Warrior 3. You do not have to come parallel with your mat. You just stop where it feels appropriate for you. So I want you to feel your left thigh suck up into the pelvis, your right inner thigh wrap up towards the ceiling, and your ribs hug in towards each other. Shoulders down the back so your neck is long. You have one more breath here. Left outer hip isn't sassy and popping out. Slowly hinging at the hips like a teeter-totter. Come on back up. Awesome. Maybe sway side to side. Let's come straight into the other side. So feet hip width distance apart. Feet pull apart. Let that turn on your outer hips. Weight in the right leg. Slowly bend your left knee. Pick up your left foot a little bit. And then you decide you can stay here, or as you bring your left foot back behind you, your chest moves forward the same amount. And you're making sure that your right outer hip doesn't pop out and get sassy. It hugs in. Right thigh is sucking up into the pelvis. Extend the chest forward as you hug your ribs in like you're trying to fill up your low back with your ribs. And breathe. Take one more breath here. All right, like a teeter-totter, hinge at the hips, come all the way up. Awesome, sway the hips side to side. Good work. Let's bring it down. Sit down on your bum, on your blanket, your pillow, whatever's comfortable. Let's cross at the shins. So whatever foot is in front doesn't matter. Just cross your shins and let your heels stay away from your butt so that we're not tucking the heels in. It's almost like we're making an upside down triangle between our pelvis and the thighs and the shins. Let the knees just relax as they will. Good. Bring your hands on tops of your thighs. Take an inhale, just pull the chest forward. Big little back bend here. Exhale, round in. One more inhale, chest pulls forward. A big back bend or a little one. Exhale, round in. Good, then just come into a neutral spine, sit up. Let the shoulders be heavy down your back. Close your eyes. start to lengthen your breath. Just a silent thank you to yourself here, just for doing the work, for carving out the time out of your day, and doing this challenging work. Finding balance, a lot of synchronizing muscles. So just thank yourself for that, regardless of what your physical practice looked like. When you are ready, open your eyes. Awesome work. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're feeling a little more balanced, a little sturdier after that quick flow class. If you enjoyed that class, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.